Mr. Bone here, and we are in week 6, May 11 to 15. Coming to you from still the Bone Studio, but this is the camera 2 shot. You're looking at the north wall, or actually the northeast corner of the Bone Studio. Thought that this was an appropriate shot because of the big North American map behind me. And so that's part of what we're still talking about, right? Let's go on to this week. And one of the things you should be doing is checking Skyward for any missing work. I'm going to say it over and over and over. You can continue to go back all the way to January 22nd and fix anything that is in this one huge third marking period that we're having this year. Remember, we're not having a fourth marking period. Third marking period went from January 22nd. It'll go till June 5th. And anything that's in there is still available for you to fix according to school rules. So go back and check things. I'm thinking particularly things that are in Edgenuity that we've been doing, but again, you can go all the way back if you'd like. So check those things. Keep up on them. Look at this week's activity. We're going to take a look at it a little closer in just a moment, but get that done. It's, again, something that shouldn't be too brand new to you. It's about the United States, so you should be somewhat familiar with it. And 3, don't forget to enjoy the weather quickly. Keep looking at the forecast because it looks to me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, at least you're going to see some sunshine. Still not very warm, in the 50s, but at least it's sunny and you're not going to get wet if you go outside. Thursday, Friday look much more wet. So get the weather part in early if you want to go do something. From my weekly meets, though, I'm finding that some of you, I don't think, ever get off of your bed. You live in your bedrooms and you don't ever come out. So get out of the cave, go do something outside, breathe some fresh air. So your assignment for your activity this week is states and territories of the United States. Now, this graphic is not too, it's not accurate. It's just a graphic to look nice, okay? So first, we're going to talk about the nation's capital. Obviously, the blue is not the nation's capital. So you're going to talk about Washington, D.C., and talk about where it is and all that kind of stuff. You are also going to talk about state capitals. We are not going to make you memorize 50 state capitals. That's what Google's for, right? And then lastly, we're going to talk about territories from around the world. The United States owns land around the world other than the 50 states. So all the way out into the Pacific Ocean, in the Caribbean, and so on, we own territories far and wide other than just our state. So you'll talk about those as well. Remember, keep up the good work. A lot of you are doing some great things. Some of you maybe could pick up the pace a bit, but a lot of you are doing some great things, and just keep it up. Manage your time. I think everybody is finding that in this COVID time, we are needing to keep our time management up. My alarm goes off every weekday and gets me up. I don't just let myself sleep until I feel like getting up. My clock would flip-flop just like yours wants to flip-flop, and I would be staying up until 4 in the morning, and I wouldn't be getting up until 1 a.m. I don't have little kids at home, so I could do that, but that would be extremely unproductive, and by the time I got up and around, my wife would be getting home from her job practically, so that's not a very good thing to do. We all need to manage our time. If you need to wake up, wake up. Now, my alarm does not go off at the same time that it did during real school, but it still goes off pretty early so that I can get up and get going. Do so for yourself as well. And then set aside some time and say, from this time to this time, I'm going to work on schoolwork or whatever else you need to get done. Maybe you have other things around the house you need to get done. I know a lot of you are doing everything from doing some of the cooking and cleaning to watching little siblings and all kinds of stuff. So get that stuff scheduled. Get it figured out. This is a great time for you to develop some time management. One of the things that I think might come out of this whole COVID thing is that maybe we'll have a generation of people who are a little better at managing time than we've had in a while. But don't forget to allow time for work and fun. It may sound like your teachers all want you to just work, 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 and, be doing your schoolwork all the time, but we don't. That's why most of us schedule something around 15 to 20 minutes of work a day. You multiply that by your 4 core classes, you've got a little over an hour of work a day if you're working diligently. Now, I know some of you it takes longer than that, but ideally it should take you about that long. But then also allow some time for fun. Sounds like our birds in the background are having some fun right now. And so make sure that you allow for that work and fun. It takes both to be a complete and happy human being. So make sure you're doing that. And lastly, let's remember that there's only 4 weeks to go. 4 weeks until the end of school, 4 weeks until you can get on to your abnormal Corona summer, and hopefully work towards seeing some of you in the fall, or all of you in the fall. I have been told that there will be some sort of summer school for those of you who did not pass some first semester things. So the normal summer school stuff, except it'll probably still be at home. You won't be coming to the library in the summer like we always have been. We may need to set up that you're doing it during certain times or something like that, but that will be a fairly normal summer school. I've also had a lot of people asking me what happens if I don't pass the Edgenuity part, if I don't pass this COVID stuff. We've been told that the school district is setting up some sort of special summer school program that I don't have very many details about at all, but they are planning on something. If you don't pass these activities, it's not just as simple as, we'll see you next year. They are planning something else. I don't know what that is in detail yet. Perhaps you could ask Mr. Kaiser if you email him or talk to him or something like that. Maybe he knows some more by this point. But anyway, 4 weeks, and then we can mostly get back to not worrying about doing lessons every day at least, right? So I will see you guys, some of you, I'll see in about 2 hours. And other than that, I will see you in the next video, maybe at the end of the week, maybe next week. See ya.